are picking up a brand new project on the channel, a brand new category for rare spares, Toyota FJ40. Let's go check out what the boys have been up to. Back in mid-2025, we received delivery of our FJ40, a completely new range to rare spares and something that we're all pumped about. These cars are an absolute classic built between 1960 and 1984. They're extremely durable and they're great on and off the road. But as you can see on screen, this car is completely bare. So we had to make a decision what to do with it. And that's why we went down to LCS 4x4 in Rover and we met with Laurence, where these guys did their magic by putting the body on a chassis, and we got to check out some of their awesome toys. Let's go. So here we are down at LCS 4x4, and next to me is Laurence, the mechanic, the mastermind, the crazy man behind the builds that you produce down here, mate. I've seen some of the cars you've got. What's this shop about?
Yeah, all right. So we don't specialise in so much the original Land Cruisers. What we do is we take these things and we modify them quite heavily. Chassis swaps, engine conversions, custom fabrication work in modifying classic cars.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing that for? Has it been a long time, or did you start when you were a young fella? Or?
Yeah, I think as with most, I sort of got brought up with it. My dad owned these cars, and when I was a kid, he was engine swapping them, and I sort of didn't have much of a choice in falling into this kind of work. So, yeah, the business is about 5 years old now, but I've had a workshop for about over 10 years.
Wicked, mate, wicked. And obviously, we brought down our trusty old FJ40 Toyota, which, as you see and have seen, it was a bare shell when we first got it, completely naked and raw and I guess not moving besides forklift. It came off here on a forklift. How long did it take to actually put the whole thing together?
Look, actually getting this body onto the chassis was actually quite easy. We were unsure of how well it would fit, being a reproduction part. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. This was actually bolted down really, really easily. We were quite happy with that. We probably spent more time getting the 50-year-old chassis up to spec, cleaning all the old rust and dirt and making it look half respectable to suit the new body. No, the body went on really easily. Yeah.
And time frame wise, like just for the guys out there, because Laurence and the guys here, they obviously can do anything custom, whether you want to go off-road, you want to have a big blown LS, supercharged, whatever you name it, the boys here can do it. But we dropped this car off to you on a Friday, which is actually, if you're watching this video, I'm just going to give you a time frame. Friday to Friday essentially is what we got, 1 week. When was the car running?
Oh, well, the old diesel doesn't need much more than a bit of crank. It doesn't need any power to run. So no, that was the easy part. Yeah. The whole thing was relatively straightforward. Yeah. I think there's probably more tolerance issues with these old chassis than the bodies, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. No, we dropped her on. We hooked up some battery cables and gave it some crank, and she was firing. That's right.
So all right, let's have a look at the car. What have you done to it? I'll give you the mic because we've only got one mic here at the moment. Don't laugh. Comment down below. What have you done to it? Take it away.
Sure. So this chassis, we bought an old rusted Land Cruiser. This thing came out of like northwestern Queensland. It was a bull catcher that had like bullhorn holes through the side of it. Yeah. We ripped the body off, but we left the old 2H diesel in there. Yep. We cleaned up the chassis. We gave it a lick of paint, and then simply just dropped this body down on top. So it's still running the original Toyota engine. A question which I have on my mind and probably your minds, being a car that's come from where it's come, and from your perspective, mate, being a body, you work on a lot of bodies, you work on building a lot of custom bodies, cool off-road 4x4 machines. In terms of the panels, we know it's probably hard to source a clean example of one of these in this day and age, right? They're in a paddock, like you said, this car came from a paddock, bit of rust. The minute there's rust, there's probably more rust. And then you end up getting a bit of cheese and you grate it on your pizza, eat that one later. But mate, what do you think? Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I mean, especially with the cars that we build, we use new chassis. Everything in the vehicle is new except for the body, and that's what we struggle with the most. Is we're working with old rusted panels. We're building cars that want to outperform like a modern four-wheel drive, but with the aesthetic of the classic Land Cruiser. Yep. And then so we get caught up with with fixing rust. And honestly, that's what most of the job turns into, is fixing these panels and getting them looking straight. So.
Yeah. And the body behind us, I know you've said you've dealt with a few of these panels before. The panels themselves, and as the car came, what do you think of the body?
Yeah, awesome. I'd always say to someone buying like reproduction steel that you'd never just paint it and bolt the thing together. You'd always want to test fit it. But look, initially, like going through this thing, it's all pretty solid. The fit is pretty good. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. LCS 4x4. What a place. If you need anything, call this man, because we're going to be back building this at some point. I don't know what the plan is. Are we putting an LS in it? Can we tell them that?
I think it probably needs a blown V8, yeah.
All right, so why don't you comment down below and tell us what you want to see. Do you want to see it as a standard car? Do you want to see it as an LS? Do you want to see a Barra in it? Do you want to see us put a Tesla motor in? No, we're not going to do a Tesla motor. I don't know if that...
No Tesla.
We want a turbo. We want the noise. We want the theatre. We want to do burnouts in it. I don't know when, but if you ever need anything, LCS 4x4 down here in Knox, the guys will look after you, as they have done with us. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as always. Laurence, thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.